just glad to have you all here. If you're new to the channel, my name's Maddie, and oh my gosh, where do we begin? I do a little bit of traveling, in van life and on airplanes. I do a lot of outdoor stuff. It all falls under the category of travel for the point of experiencing the outdoors. So, welcome to the channel. If you've seen the title, my most recent video was about my time in Alaska, and at the end of that video, I said I'm going to Canada, surprise! And that was really fun for me, and I hope you all enjoyed it too. I'm just waiting for a few more people to hop on here and say something if you're here. Oh, Bowie, hello, hi from Michigan. Let's have a beer. I don't have any beer, unfortunately. I do have water though, CEO of memes. Did you do anything of Canada? Did you do anything in Canada, or was it necessary? I did. I went there on purpose. I did a lot there. Hey, miscellaneous BS. I even spent more time in Canada than Alaska, just because that's how it worked out, and the accommodation I found was cheaper. Hi Scott, yay! Welcome, welcome. Glad you all are here. Welcome to the live stream. I just wanted to get on for a little bit tonight, just because I usually do. Hi from Lexington. Oh yay! My fellow Kentuckian. How good. From Sea to Shining Sea is in Florida. Hello, hello. Jorge. Bottoms up, beer people. How was the beer up there? Oh, it was good. I'll show you in some upcoming videos. It was pretty neat. CEO Meme says, I have been missing videos. School has been busy. Well, that's okay. I get that. I've been busy too, really. Between doing like social media stuff and preparing for the AT, I am busy. I get it. I'm with you on that. Mary Morris, hello from West Virginia. Hey, welcome. Glad you all are here. Z says, hi from South Dakota. Haven't watched the latest videos, but super jealous of the Alaska trip. You should watch them when you get a chance. I had the greatest time. I went to a glacier, different, I don't know. I thought it was cool that it was dark a lot, because if I was there for a long time, I probably wouldn't like that. But it was cool just being like, wow, I woke up naturally and the sun's not even up yet. You know, just something different, something I haven't seen before in my life. Nomadic Millennial says hello from Austin. Hey, hey. I went to Austin this past March. Drummer says, how was the trip? It was great. Kind of hard to put into words, but overall it went really well. There were some times that did not go according to plan, but that's life. And when you're traveling, you know, it just makes for a story. It'll be fine. So what are you all up to? How is everyone's day so far? Kara Kirtley says, are you excited about the AT? Well, I'm not excited like I'm excited to go to a theme park. I'm looking forward to the lessons it's going to teach me, but at the same time, I know it's going to be really, really hard. I went to the gym today, and, you know, I feel like I'm getting stronger, but at the same time, I also just looked up the elevation for the first 50 miles of the trail, and it is crazy. So I am excited, but not in the like, yay, fun times ahead sense, but excited for like the people I'll meet and seeing and being so immersed in nature for months and months and months. Alrighty, internet person says, howdy partner, hello, and Miss Sunshine, oh yay. Cisco says, next destination, Appalachian Trail, baby. Drummer says, I'm planning an Austin trip. How did you find the city? Well, I didn't really do any Austin, like, touristy stuff. I just DoorDashed, really. So I can tell you Torchy's Tacos is very popular. That's a local place. But other than that, just been a lot of days either chilling. I found a nice spot for my van. It was a park by the river. And then I made a video with the audio from the SNL skit, a van down by the river. So that was it came full circle. I was living in a van by the river. Anyway, Austin with good vibes. I just don't know enough to give you more advice than that. Kara says, you got this. Thank you. J Boy says, I'm at work, rather be in Alaska though. Oh, well, hope your shift passes quickly and nothing too crazy happens. Brianna says, waiting for my wife to get home from work so we can plan our birthday camping trip. Oh, how exciting! Yay, that sounds awesome. Digidus says, made it. Glad to have you here. The Nomadic Millennial said, did you rent out your van? Well, it's complicated. Basically, I am worried about renting out while I'm on the trail. But now I'm like, what if I just rent it out before? So it's very complicated. If anyone is interested in renting, I don't know what to tell you. Probably not during the trail while I'm on the trail, but actually, I don't know. It was a very complicated situation because I would love to rent it out in theory, but there's a lot of just complications and stuff. So sorry, I can't really give you a clear answer on that. Drummer says, this AT trek gonna be epic. Yeah, it is. You got that right. All right. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Kira says, have you ever hiked in Red River Gorge? I sure have. That was my first solo backpacking trip. If you either go to my playlist, Road Trip Brew Essay, it is the first video, or, yeah, I guess it's just in that playlist. Or you could scroll down all the way to, when would I have posted that? It was 2021. Would have probably been in April, I think. So, yes, I have been to the Red River Gorge. Yes, I love it. I also made a lot of beginner backpacker mistakes, like eating too much too quickly and relying on finding water when it wasn't there. So, rookie mistakes, but it was a good time. It was in the spring, so not a whole lot of plants, but it was pretty. CEO Meme says, do you have plans to return to Alaska? I heard the Northern Lights are beautiful. Plans so far, not really. It would be cool. This is one of the things I'm thinking of for after the AT is what if I took my van and did a lap around North America, going down into Mexico in the winter, working my way up the west coast of the US, and then doing Canada again, Alaska again in the summertime. I don't know if my van is up to it even. Mr. Ryan says, good evening from Arizona. Did you go fishing in the river or catch a nice salmon with your bare hands? I wish I did. That would have been fun. I hear the fishing in Alaska is really good though. They said they don't even use bait. I think this might be a tall tale, but they said they don't even use bait sometimes. They just put a fishing hook in the water and eventually it ends up in a fish's mouth because there are so many fish. Isn't that crazy? Lara, thank you for telling me that. I don't even remember how I've been saying it, but good to know. Good to know. Z says, what's your favorite thing about Alaska? I'll come back to your question. Let's, so instead of Larry is pronounced A at the end, people mispronounce my name. Okay. Lara Jackson. Brianna Childer said there are some websites where people post their vans for rent, kind of like a Vrbo thing. I'm planning on renting one for our short West Coast trips. Yeah, I have. I made an account on Outdoorsy, but they still haven't, I haven't seen any information on them about like if it gets into, and if someone rents your van and they get in an accident and it costs thousands of dollars in repairs, like what then? So I don't know. So technically, yes, I have looked into it, but still not found information that put me at ease. CO Meme says, P.S. How was it like being on Off-Grid Adventure? Oh, it was great. We had so much fun filming. It's always nice working with another person that makes videos like this because it's good to get ideas. And then that video performed really well. So that was kind of cool because hopefully if people were like, she seems like a nice person, they came over to my channel. So yeah, that was really fun. Kara says, saw your community post, would love seeing a collab with you and Meander and Megan B. She's so kind and y'all will get along well. Aw, that's nice. That's going to be really interesting. I'm hoping too to just be able to see what, I don't know, how they filmed it, and what hopefully I can pick up what you all like about how they did it and kind of do that in my own way. So I'm really excited to see what people say. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, on the community tab of my page, this will also show up in your subscription feed, but it's just a post and I'm asking what YouTubers that have done the AT you enjoy watching. So if you haven't already commented on that, please do. I'm excited to see all the results. Pneumatic Millennial says, do you have a satellite phone for the trail? I sure don't. No. I'm thinking of getting a Garmin though. Ray, if that is a YouTuber, good to know, but I probably won't remember if you're telling me just now. So if you could be so kind as to go comment on that post, that would really help a lot. Internet person says, have you considered the possibility of running into Bigfoot on the AT? Oh my goodness. Honestly, no. That'd be fun though. That'd make a good video. Okay, I did say I would go back to the person who asked my favorite part of Alaska. I would say probably the glacier. I felt that whole day was the most action-packed. You know, the first day I just got the lay of the land and went on that trail by the frozen body of water. And then the Ptarmigan Arm tour was good, but really being out on the glacier, that was the most adventurous. So, good question. That was my favorite part of Alaska. Internet person says, 6 months in the wood. It's bound to happen, I think. You're right. You're right. I'm really thinking about all these animals that I could see. Like, it seems like most people run into snakes and most people run into bears. And so far, I haven't had any scary encounters. When I was in Glacier, I saw a black bear while I was by myself. But I had bear spray and it was pretty far away, so I wasn't really scared. But yeah. it could have some interesting encounters up in the woods for all that time. All right, more info from Ray about that YouTuber. Kara says Alina Osborne. Very cool, you all. I really hope you have a chance to go over and comment on those, on the post, because a lot of times in my live chats, people have said, oh, you should reach out to blah, blah, blah to work with. And I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds really nice. But then I do not remember these people's names, and it's just, you know, gone. So Kim says, Maddie, would you set up some type of account if your viewers want to help you on the trail? Maybe gear you might need. I really, you know how people make wedding registries and baby shower registries? I thought about making a registry for the AT, but that's not really something people do, and it could come across as me asking for things instead of really just being like, hey, if you want to help me out, here's how you can. So I think it might come across bad. So I don't want to do that. Although if you would like to help me out, I do have my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo links in the description of every regular video. Not this video because this is a live, but like the video I posted yesterday about touring the Turnagain Arm, it'll be in the description for you. If you would like to throw a couple dollars my way, that would be the best way to do it. And if you want to write use for AT gear in the subject liner, you could even tell me, use this to buy Crocs, or, you know, there's a lot of things I'm gonna buy that are just small. Crocs for camp shoes and water crossings, the gaiters that cover your feet, and what else? Stuff like that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Where were we? Nomadic Millennial says iPhone 14 models have an emergency satellite phone picture. I have seen that. However, I can't afford a new phone at this time. That would be cool, but just not in the cards. Rod says hello from Florida. Hey, how you doing? Glad you made it. Kira says I should make a registry even if you just share it in the live chat. I'll think about it. I don't really like Amazon because they just have such a monopoly on buying stuff online, and I guess like whatever. But I don't know. They're not really environmental, and just I don't know. I feel like I could get those things in more like asking around town, hey, does anyone have an extra blah 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 I could use? But thank you very much for suggesting that. And Nomadic Millennial says, you have super thanks turned on. I think so. I should. People donate to me in live chats and sometimes on posts. They haven't for a little bit, but that being said, it's up to people, you know. I'm always happy to get anything. Cookie, hi, welcome. Glad you made it tonight. Nomadic Millennial says Amazon is the modern day sweatshop. I try not to get into things too much on lives because I'm always worried I might misspeak, but that is an interesting viewpoint. Yeah. Although you could, well, never mind. Car Camping Claire says, hi from Virginia. Hello. That's great. I hope you're not car camping now because it might be cold. Bobby says hello from Eastern Kentucky. That's great. I went to EKU for college. So I love Eastern Kentucky. Thanks, Nomadic Millennial. But yeah, glad you all made it from Virginia and Eastern Kentucky. Two very pretty places. Z said, you always keep it real, and I'm sure we all appreciate that. Thank you. Car camping. Car camping Claire. I kept wanting to say clamping. Says, makes sense. Lara says, I'm not seeing Super Chat either. Usually there is a $sign with a live chat. Okay. Well, normally when I set up lives, there's like options I go to and I turn on monetization, and I forgot to do that tonight. So that's probably why. But thanks anyway. Darn it, that makes me sad. That's always such a fun treat. But that's okay. There will probably be a live next week on Thursday at 8 p.m. anyway. So there's always next time. Robert says, glad you survived winter in Alaska. Stay safe. Thank you. It really wasn't too bad though, because I was staying in a hotel that was nice and warm. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Lara says, oh, okay, makes sense. Sorry. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm just saying, I'm mad at myself for not doing the process of setting up a live I normally do. Maddie. Burnt Crisps says, hey Maddie, just wanted to say that you're living my dream of traveling and hiking in different places. Thanks for sharing it with us. You are so welcome. Thank you. Oh, yay! Sue, how did you do that? I thought that was turned off. Oh man, well thank you very much. I appreciate it. And back to what you were saying, Burnt Crisps, thank you. I'm really glad that I can share things and people get something out of them. Kara! Testing, is this thing on? Oh, thank you! Oh man. You all, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Mr. Ryan says, what would you recommend someone bring when they go to Alaska for the first time? Also, what is a must-see in Alaska? Well, I brought my heated gloves. I did a video on them when I was in Arizona. If you are interested in seeing that, I posted that back in November. But those really came in handy because it was such a treat to warm up your hands. My pink coat was I was glad I had that. Snow pants. Oh, when packing for Alaska in the winter, keep in mind that you'll probably just wear snow pants every day. And I know for like the first 3 days of my trip, I wore the same underlayer and the same middle layer, same snow pants. Then really the whole outfit was the same for the first 3 days. So there were like pants and shirts and even socks I brought that I didn't end up using. So it would always be, you can always pack on the light side. What is a must-see in Alaska? The Matanuska Glacier. That was my favorite part. And the Turnagain Arm was really cool too, just driving. I don't think the video really did it justice because it was such a beautiful, like cloudy, moody, little peppering of snow here and there. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a good time. CL, welcome. Yay, Maddie, yay, Canada. I love the air. Good, glad you do. Yeah, Sue, wasn't that funny that it was on after all? Here I am worrying, but I don't know. Who knows how technology works? Not me. Rod says, would you consider driving across Alaska? I I don't know. I guess so. I would consider it for sure. It seems like such a far drive, and because everything's more remote, if you needed gas, it'd be harder to find. Um, if you ran into a grizzly bear, then you might be the only person around for miles. So, it's kind of scarier, but I would definitely think about it. Richard Brown says, have you ever thought about doing the Dalton Highway? Oh, did you guys work together on your questions? I haven't heard of that before. Sounds interesting, though. Internet person says, are you taking Adventure Hat on the AT? I don't remember that thing showing up for a while. Well, because it's been winter, that's all. Because I've been wearing my beanie or knit hat instead of my hat with the sun brim. But yes, I am taking it. And at first, I was like, because on Numupoyo, also called the JMT, it was really hot. Because this hat we're talking about is black, right? And so when the sun is beating down on a black hat, it is not a good time when you're already sweating walking up a hill. So I was like, I'm gonna have to get another hat for the AT. But then I'm like, well, at the beginning of the AT, it's gonna be cold, so maybe it won't be so bad having a black hat. And just the, like, what's it called? Like, the sentimental value to me. I'm like, yeah, I need to take that hat. It's my, just like my little token I always take with me everywhere. Nomadic Millennial says, any advice for new YouTuber creators? Oh my gosh, yes, so much. Always stay up to date. Always be watching YouTube advice channels because they're gonna tell you stuff about the algorithm that changes, which is kind of a bummer that you have to pay that attention to that. You would think, can't I just make a good video and YouTube will push out the good videos? But the way it measures the quality of a video changes. The title and the thumbnail, the picture you see before you click on a video, is like your sales pitch for like, do you want to watch this video? And I hate to think of it in that like money kind of way, like you're selling something, but that's just the way I'm putting it right now. I try to, and you could also say it's like an invitation to watch your video, and it's kind of, how are you going to pull them in? How are you going to pique that curiosity? But like, I get so mad when people make a video title and make it look all dramatic and then the video isn't. I get mad. So I really try not to do that. And what else? Always be learning new things about videography and gear and editing and what else? Always respond to your comments, especially as a new creator, because building a connection with people is essential. And I could go on and on for days, but I see more people are saying things and I gotta get to them. CC Camper Lady, welcome. Glad you're here this evening. CCL says, I love grizzlies when they're chasing anyone but myself. Internet person says, all hail the mighty algorithm. Don't I know it? Lara says, I saw the money sign on the right where you can click chat. However, right now I can't send anything due to the fact that I've been on LOA for breaking my foot and not getting paid for the last month or so. Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds so painful and such like an annoying thing to not be getting paid for the past month. Man, hope you have people in your life that are able to help you out, because like if you broke your foot, like how do you even walk around? Tanya says, hey Maddie, welcome girl, glad you made it. Kara says, seems like they are really pushing shorts now on YouTube, which makes me sad. Me too. I'm not a fan. Rooftops of America says, here on responding to comments. Yeah, Rooftops of America has a channel too. sorry, I can't read numbers. Lark518 Photo says, hi Maddie. Hey, hey. Welcome to the chat. How you doing tonight? Yeah, you're welcome, Nomadic Millennial. Glad to help. Deep Wind says, love from Turkey. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I heard about the earthquake. Yeah. Sending love to y'all. Sorry that happened. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Rooftops of America. Oh, glad to hear it, Lark. Bobby Conway says, did you know bear spray can attract bears? I googled it and it's true. Interesting. Man. Well, I'm not gonna carry bear spray on the AT because people said, like, it's not, if you want to take it for your own feeling good, but most people don't and they're okay. So I'm not going to take it on the AT, but for my future adventures, good to know. Sue says, or young Nana, how well are you set for AT gear? Well, I'm waiting for my new backpack to come in the mail. That's my big thing. I have a few odds and ends to get, like Crocs we were talking about earlier. Need to get a new water filter. I want a windshield for my cooking setup. Nomadic Millennial, I do have a Patreon. It's also if you go to any of my regular videos, such as the one I posted last night about the Turnagain arm, that if you go down into the description, I have a bunch of links and the Patreon link is in there. But also if you just want to search Beer and Beautiful Places. CL says, if you need any resupplies sent to post offices along the Appalachian Trail, throw me a shout and I'll make it happen. Oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you. In fact, I'm glad you say that because I'm making a form about how people can help me on the AT because so many people have offered and I'm like, oh, thanks, that's so nice. But really, I know I'm not going to remember that. So I'm trying to make a Google Sheets or Google surveys. Yeah, hopefully you get what I'm saying. But the kind of survey you fill out, like, how are you offering to help? What's your name? What area are you in? So be on the lookout for that. I haven't posted it yet just because, I don't know, I've been posting other things and didn't want it to get lost. Alright, but thank you, CL. That's a very kind offer. Kara says, will you be editing vids from the trail? Are you hoping to find an editor? I'll be doing it on the trail because my goal is to fit a week of real life events into a 20-minute video. So hopefully it's pretty much easy. Also, I've got really fast at editing videos, and if I do just a little bit every night, usually to edit a 20-minute video takes 6 or 7 hours. So hopefully, if I do a little bit every night, it'll be pretty easy. I'm really worried about, like, I don't want to have making videos take away from my experience on the trail because, like, if there's something fun going on, I don't want to be over here on my phone, beep, beep, beep. I love technology and my name's Maddie. So, yeah, it's gonna be all about balance. Lara says, thank you. Spiral break under my pinky toe, wearing a boot for at least another month. I do have my husband, but still falling behind. However, I go back to work on my boot on Saturday. Very excited. Well, good. Good luck to you on that. Judy says, when will you start the AT? Videos are coming in March. Probably middle of March. I would tell you a date, but I don't know. The second or third Wednesday. Alrighty. Lark says, bear spray does attract. That's why you spray in front of them and they will follow it. And then you slowly leave the area. Interesting. Good to know. Painfully Average says, hi Maddie, you look comfy. Thank you. I actually just came from the gym. That's why I'm wearing this. This is my gym outfit. Worked hard today. Went for 5 hours because I still haven't worked up to 8 yet, just because like that's a huge chunk of your day right there. Like, I woke up late today, then I had to go to the grocery store before the gym, and it was just, I was so behind. But hopefully this Saturday I'm gonna start doing more than 5 hours. Roger from BBB Yips, as in Ypsilanti, Michigan, says, hello Maddie, how are you tonight? I'm good. KG says, I caught you live again. I never catch anybody live. Lucky you or lucky me? Well, I purposely try to go every Thursday at 8 p.m. so people, I don't know. Hopefully more people get it that way, because it's in the evening and hopefully at a time when people aren't doing stuff. So, well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you're here. Lyra says, I appreciate all your videos. My dad was born in Alaska, and you hiking gives me the ability to see where he came from. Aw, how cool. That's awesome. I love that. Thanks. Sasquatch Rose Farts says, if bear gets sprayed once, if it gets hungry again and decides a meal is worth more than pepper pain, then it will just eat the next person. Oh gosh. Nomadic Millennial says, I'll be subscribing to your Patreon. Yay! Thank you so much. I tell ya, my goal is for there to be a new bonus video for my Patreon members every month, but that doesn't always happen. I took a poll of them recently, like, am I giving you too few bonus content? Like, how y'all feeling? And most people said they weren't really there for bonus content. They were just like, there either way. 2 people actually left, though, because they unsubscribed from Patreon after I posted that. And I was like, well, I guess that means I wasn't posting enough. But that's the way it goes. If they were spending money on something and they weren't happy with it, then I get it. I get it. David Cameron. Hi, Maddie. What's been the best part of your week so far? Best part of my whole week? Tuesday night was my mom's birthday, and me and my brother went over for dinner, and that was nice. Sorry you all that I'm so behind on this. Nomadic Millennial says, what's your favorite city/town? Ooh, I don't know. Probably Flagstaff, Arizona, because I really like the vibe of it. It's very pretty. There's a mountain that you can see. Now I don't remember if it's one mountain or a small couple of mountains. Not a small couple, but a few mountains. But it's a cool place. Plus, it's really like, you could go to the desert, you could go to the Grand Canyon, you could go to Sedona, you could go to California. It's just a really cool place. Kara says 5 hours. Oh yeah, thank you. And today I wasn't just walking, I was using the stair stepper machine, getting ready to walk up those uphills. Judy says, what are your average miles per day, or do you just hike until you're tired? Well, no, I try to keep track. It depends on the trail. On the Superior Hiking Trail, I did 15 to 20 miles a day. New Mapoyo, aka John Muir Trail, it was like 12 to 16 miles a day, because there was a lot more steep up and down. The elevation wasn't really bothering me, but just so many, like, it could never just be flat. I guess that's mountains for you, though. Oh, you all, I'm so behind on this. My bad. Internet person, oh yeah, strongest legs. Catherine says, did you walk for 5 hours? Yes, and stair-stepper machine, which is really hard. KG says, well, then you must be in Eastern time zone because it would only be 6 here in Mountain Time. Yep, I am in Louisville, Kentucky, and it is Eastern. Roger says, I had the pleasure of dog sitting for 7 to 10 days, a rare breed for the United States. She is a beautiful Central Asian Shepherd mix, aka Alibi. I might be pronouncing that wrong. That sounds like fun. Mr. Ryan says, are you excited for Appalachian Adventures in the near future? Someone actually asked that before, and I wouldn't say the word excited applies like I'm excited for my birthday, but just like, yeah, it's gonna be really hard, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for it. I'm preparing slowly. Tanya says, we love you, Maddie, and just want to support you. Thank you. KG says, I know Kentucky is a split state. Yep, we sure are. The Eastern and we're split. Some half is Eastern time zone, some zone is West, some is Central time zone. Wish it wasn't like that, but it's a long state. So Kara says, maybe their finances changed or something. I wouldn't sweat it. Yeah, for sure. Because we were talking about Patreon. Yeah, definitely. And like I was saying, like if they're spending money on something and they're not getting what they want out of it, that's fair. Sorry, you all. Larry says, happy belated birthday to your mom. Thank you. Tyler already said that. Nomadic Millennial says, I lived in Flagstaff. Oh, great. And Nomadic is from Sedona. Very cool. Rooftops of America says, Humphreys Peak. It is part of the remnants of a volcano. Cool. Roger says, been walking her at least 4 times a day. Talking about the dog you're watching. Slow walks. Well, I'm sure those dogs appreciate ya. Mr. Ryan says, Flagstaff is one big mountain with little mountains around it. I'm from the Navajo Reservation, north of Winslow, Arizona. Oh, how cool. I think I drove through that reservation because, and I only remember because this was like the end of last year and I hadn't seen a lot of people wearing masks in the area, and so I went into a gas station and everyone else was wearing a mask, and as I was about to like ask the cash register or the cashier if I ought to go get one, she was like, oh, sorry, if you have to be in here, if you're in here you have to wear a mask. And I was like, oh, sorry. So that's how I remember. I was on the reservation. Hi, Newly, welcome. Catherine says, what is the hardest part of the AT? I think it's going to be just long days of walking. That's usually the hardest part on other through hikes I've done. Shorter through hikes that have only lasted for around three weeks. But it's always hard just not having mental stimulation come in, you know? It's fun to think about what am I gonna have for dinner? How many miles am I gonna do today? Oh, this is so pretty here. But once you've thought about all those things, then I always start thinking about like, remember this time this thing happened that I wasn't good, and it's kind of a downward spiral. So being alone with my thoughts, I guess, and just running out of things to think about. I anticipate that being the hardest part. Bobby says, there is a road in Arizona called the Devil's Highway. It is considered the most dangerous road in the U.S. Oh, well, I hope I didn't go on it. If I did, I guess, well, I didn't notice it being dangerous because I didn't wreck, but it sounds scary. Kristen, hope I'm saying that right, says, when you said Banff at the end of your video, I got so excited. Yay, thank you. Speaking of that video, I said my next video was going to be my travel vlog of going from Alaska to Seattle up to Banff. But I don't think it wouldn't be that exciting of a video. And so instead, I'm going to skip over that to one of my favorite days from the trip, which was going ice skating up there. And yeah, I'm hoping y'all really enjoy that as much as I enjoyed, as much as I enjoyed living it. Judy says, have you done the Camino del Santiago? No, but I want to. I really would like to do some long distance hiking in countries besides the US. I think that'd be super interesting. Ina says, I'll look for you when you get to Needle Gap Mountain Crossing, Blairsville, Georgia. Ah, cool. That must be where you live, huh? Roger says, Central Asian Shepherds are a live guarding dog over 500 years old and happen through natural selection known as wolf crushers. I saw some wolves in my last video. I had seen them as large as almost 300 pounds and over 7 feet tall on hind legs. Oh my goodness, that sounds terrifying. Mr. Ryan says, yeah, they were really strict about it, and now they're chill about it. Cool. CL says, oh, talking to Bobby Conway, that the one from Maricopa to Gila Bend. All right. I never have enough water when I do these lives because I'm talking so much. My mouth gets dried out. Nomadic Bologna says, what kind of camera do you film your videos with? It's just a phone. iPhone 13, and I think it's, what's it called? Never mind, forget what I was trying to say. But I go between the lenses, and I really just try to have steady hands and film high quality looking stuff, even though it wasn't, I didn't go out and buy a camera. KG says, do the pinky thing. You might have said that while I was drinking. I always kind of put my pinky up sometimes when I'm holding this. I don't know. Just when I was a kid, I learned that was fancy, and it's just, I guess it's been kind of a habit. Plus, like, really, you're only using your first couple fingers to support something. Like, the pinky isn't even that strong. Like, what is it doing, really? Like, it's just there for looks at this point. Roger says, so many, I am agreement that do not worry about the videos and enjoy that adventure. Cool, thanks. And another person when in doubt, pinky out. Oh my gosh, love it. Ina says, are you going to do the AT approach trail in Amicalola State Park? You know, I've been meaning to research that. I'm not really sure. The only thing I've seen so far is that on the AT Conservancy website, they recommend to do it because the road that you would have to take to get to the other option is really muddy in March and February, and they recommend doing the approach trail. But it looks like a lot of steps, and if the road is not so bad by the time I get there, maybe. We shall see. KG says, yes, I was teasing you because you put your video with the burger. You put your pinky out. Did I? I didn't even notice. Lara says, I drink with my pinky out too. Just habit for me. Must have been rich in my past life. I love it. Roger says, 3 students used to put pinkies up while drinking in their short films. Ah, very cool. KG says, the pinky toe is a useless one. I think, LOL, all he does is go wee 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 all the way home. Very true. Alrighty, you all. Well, we are about to the 50-minute mark, and I gotta go take a shower because I haven't done that since I was at the gym and I was sweating like crazy. So, if you have any last minute questions or anything you want to talk about, let me know. Ina says, what's your trail name? Well, when I did the Superior Hiking Trail, someone in my YouTube comments said it should be Lucky. And then when I did New Mupoyo, John Muir Trail, someone said my trail name should be Mishap because a lot of things were going wrong. You'll have to watch the series for more, but like I lost my water bottle. I almost lost my underwear, but just like random things kept happening to me. And then another person I met on that trail said, well, your name should be Lucky because you're overcoming all those things. Or people are being able to help you out with those things. So, yeah. But with the AT, I think I don't want to take any of those names with me. I don't want to start with those names because those were different trails, and I feel like part of the significance of a trail name is it's given to you by the people around you, and I'll be with new people on the AT. So, I'm gonna start afresh. Kim says you will get a new one on the AT. Yeah, exactly. Kara says it's super cool to start in Amicalola because of the arch and the waterfall. Yeah, I definitely love the arch. That's such a cool representation, you know, like on this side is your life out of the trail, on that side is your life on the trail, and it's symbolic. I like it. And you register there with the ATC and you get your thru hiker tag, or you could just take a pic and get a ride to Springer. We shall see. Roger said, how many pairs of shoes and hiking boots are you taking with me? 1 pair of trail runners and 1 pair of Crocs for walking around camp and just like when I want my feet to be more spread out, or crossing streams. But because I know 1 pair won't last me the whole way, you know, you're wearing them out so much, I plan on getting more pairs, more trail runners along the way. Good question. Rooftops of America says, good luck out there. Cheers. Thank you. Same to you all. Kim says you get a new one on the AT. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, we were talking about trail names. Lara said, well, this pinky toe went we all the way back to work. Oh, your poor foot. Rooftop says, start fresh. My buddy Dan's trail name on the AT was London Gentleman. He was from Long Island. Oh, that must have been funny. Roger says name should be Trailblazer Maddie or Wandering Maddie. Maybe we will see. Maddie the Conqueror. Oh yeah. Wouldn't that be fun? You hear like names of people like, oh, Maddie the Conqueror is in this group that we're about to pass. Maddie the Conqueror. Oh, she sounds scary. And then they meet me and it's just like, ah. They're like, she's not scary at all. Alrighty, you all. I said, do you have any last minute questions? And we still got a lot of time to go. So, do you have any second last minute questions? Dizzyus, hello. Mad Maddie. Oh yeah, that sounds tough. Thanks for all the likes, by the way. Thank you all for that. Kara says, that's an awesome trail name. I'm the Beast. Kara the Beast? Oh, that's so cool. When did you hike, Kara? KG says, you seem more harmless like a daisy instead of a conqueror. I think so too, but that would be the fun part of the name. For sure. Y'all ever get stains on your clothes and you're like, where did that even come from? Kristen says, great idea with the Crocs for river crossing and such. Nice and light. I'll keep that in mind for any long hikes I take in the future. Well, I looked up best camp shoes for the AT. Camp shoes / water crossing shoes. And there were some that are like made by outdoor brands that are like specifically for that. But Crocs, according to this article, are just as good and they wear less. So that's why I'm going with them. Roger says, what gear do you have to keep you dry during a storm? Oh my goodness, I actually bought, sorry, 1 second folks. The package is under my bed. Don't look at my address. But I bought a backpacking umbrella. Because of how much rain I encountered on Numu Poyo, I was like, okay, I need to up my rain gear game. So, look at this. Fancy. It's so light. Oh my gosh, I almost walked over my camera with it. And I got this to, well, it's a thing you use to attach it to the backpack strap. So, yeah, really excited about this. It is from a company called Garage Grown Gear. This is the lightest, I just hit myself. It didn't hurt though, because this is the lightest umbrella ever. Kira says, 2021, I only made it to Vermont, but trying to finish up this year. Oh, that's awesome. I hope we see each other. That'd be awesome. Ina says, March 3rd, 4th, 5th is AT kickoff at Amakalola. That sounds fun. Seems like that would be a little too cold for me, but sounds like a nice time. KG says, good night. God bless you and yours, all brothers and sisters. Aww. Thanks, KG. Yes, Kira. Sorry. Oh, bad luck to open an umbrella indoors. And I'm not really superstitious, but I also feel like it doesn't hurt to be extra careful. You know, I need all the luck I can get with this hike. This smells, to be honest with you all. I don't know what it smells like. It smells like new product, but it doesn't smell good. I don't know how to describe it, but now my room smells kind of bad. That's life though. What do you all got going on for the rest of the night? I am about to shower and get cozy and do pretty much nothing because while I was at the gym, good night, Roger. Thanks for being here. While I was at the gym, I was working on YouTube stuff, and so tonight I am just going to bed, not trying to accomplish anything. Wandering Pond, you're coming in at the end, but thank you. I'm glad you made it for this time. KG says you're not sure. You're sure it's not you from the gym and not showering? No, it doesn't smell like sweats. That'd be funny though. Dizzyest, $5, thank you. I joined the stream late. How much does your loadout weigh? If that means how much does my gear weigh for the AT, I haven't weighed it yet. My, on Numu Poyo, after I had full water and full food, I weighed it at VVR and it was 30 pounds. So I'm getting a lighter backpack, but I'm also adding gear like the Crocs and the umbrella. So I don't know. Unfortunately, I hate to add more stuff, but at the same time, if it's gonna be a long time, I need to be careful. I need to not take too much. Larry said it was so good to finally get your live. Be careful, have fun on your travels. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. Wandering Pond is watching you. That show seems too scary for me personally, but I'm glad you like it. Oh, Kim, I should leave it outside for a bit. You're right. Kara says, watching more YouTube vids and maybe yoga. Oh, that's fun. I like to follow along the yoga that's on YouTube. I'm glad they have it on there because otherwise I probably wouldn't get to do it very much. Started doing a couch to 5K running. Oh, that's so cool. I did couch to 5K in college. That was good times. Roger says, rest of the night taking Nadia for a last walk before bed. She is like a half-size Central Asian Shepherd. I have even put a video up on her on YouTube. If you have time to watch it and comment, okay, I'll look you up, Roger. BBB Yips, for anyone that is wondering who the heck Roger is. Rooftops of America says, as for what I'm doing this evening, I'm making YouTube shorts, interestingly enough. While not a fan myself, I see how much my kids and his friends enjoy them, so I'm diving in. Yeah, even though it's not like my personal thing, I try to think of it as like, who knows who's gonna see it and enjoy it, and maybe someone watching your short will lead them to watching a long video and subscribing and being a person that's along on the journey forever. Okay, well, thank you all again for being here. Good night. Same time next week. Hope to see y'all then. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Have a great week. I appreciate you.